All right, so you've built your campaign, so you have all these activities you have to do, you know exactly what you're marketing. Now you've got a full view on what you want to have happen. You even define the sources on who you're going to market through. You've also defined through there how much money you have to spend along the way. So now you have to promote it. And promoting it is super critical because, again, all the work you've done is wasted if you don't execute it. It's just like any other plan. And so managing your marketing schedule weekly, following the complete promotion life cycle, which I'll talk about in a second, and then leveraging the capabilities of your third-party providers. So if you're buying marketing from someone, let's just say New England Runner in New England, you want to make sure that you're leveraging whatever they can do to make sure that they're making the job easier for you. So when we look at the life cycle, which is, again, not rocket science, but my team specifically has dropped the ball on several of these steps, which is why I wanted to document it and make it really crystal clear, because we should be able to have anybody execute these things once we define them. Scheduling them, there's usually a window of how far in advance you have to schedule something. You could take it all on and schedule all on in advance, which is what I would do. That's how I work well, but at a minimum, if you have a print ad, for example, you better schedule that at least 60 days in advance because you're going to miss the deadlines. In some cases, the same is true for web banners. Design, clearly you have to have a design, whether it's already done or you're copying it. You can check the box if it's just going to be the same design every time, but it's important to remember that that's a step. We might forget to add a call to action in the ad. That's different this month from last month. By having the steps mapped out for each of those promotions, it helps remind the team to follow up on that. Certainly there's approval step, submit if you have to submit it to a third party. You can skip that step if you're using your own audience because you're just now right to the deliver step, and that you have to make sure that that marketing element gets delivered on time. And then the last one's really critical, confirm that it happened. So you have it for your own awareness, but also for next year. So you want to see what you did. If you want to enable or empower your team or empower the company that you work for on behalf of as a timer, making sure that they have this stuff so it's easy to redo is really a home run for them. And so again, here's our picture. It's 112 activities. That is really a lot of stuff. What makes that even more challenging is that for every one of those activities, you actually have anywhere from 4 to 6 tasks, right? So again, a lot of those tasks are able to be redone or reused from last time. But if you look at the magnitude of the activities you have to manage and then the tasks associated, it can be overwhelming and it can fall off your radar. So again, we have this documentation process that puts everything into a weekly schedule so you can view this week, this is what we have to do. And it makes a lot of sense because our team can just execute it and they don't have to have a full meeting about it. We can see how they're doing. They can roll in and see that they've already completed some of the tasks because they did them in advance. And then people's minds work differently, so we also provide that was a view by weekly schedule. This is a view by promotion. So each promotion has a page like this so you can see, have you done the things you need to do? And then we highlight when something's overscheduled. So we can really empower our team, and what I'd like to see is us being able to empower the event directors for whom you all work to be able to leverage our tools so they can manage their events easily without feeling overwhelmed. This marketing strategy ends up being a digital booklet because for every promotion they're going to want to see what they have to do to execute it, and then eventually we'll talk about it in a moment, how it went. And then we can actually have a measurement page at the end of it. It really empowers decision making and other things.